Hey all, so Eternal Fury recently had an update, so now I'm going to have a look at the features of this update. So one of the main features is the raid feature. This is basically a multiplayer dungeon lobby. So I'm going to create a room and have a look at this. So the first dungeon is the Guardian Palace, or Guardian's Palace should I say. This is the easiest one. I've also unlocked Disputed Retribution, which had a rather difficult end boss, may I add. I could probably beat it with a better team, but the team I had could not complete this, unfortunately. So you might be wondering, what's the difference between normal and elite? Well, if you have a good look at that, the materials are slightly different. The equipment is the same. Have a look at that, Staff of the Faithful in both, but you can see here, enchanting stones on the elite version, that's not on the normal version. So since I'm on my own, I'm just going to try the normal version of this. I don't recommend doing the earlier dungeons. Try and do the harder ones when you can. So here we go, let's give this a go. So yeah, you can do these dungeons on your own, which is really good. So when you get strong, you won't need a team to do them. Early on though, you're probably going to need to do a team, and you're going to want to do these dungeons with your guild. I will explain why a bit later on. Now remember to collect the chests in the dungeon, like so. So the enemies here will be nice and easy. It's an early dungeon, no problem on my own. The equipment I get from this, I will just recycle. So yeah, remember to collect the chests each time. It's easy to forget to collect the chest. There we go, slightly harder enemy here. A gigantic crab. Still should be easy enough though. So the thing to note about these dungeons is that they do go on for rather a long time. So it might take me a bit of time to get through this. I should get through it though, there's nothing difficult in this dungeon. As you can see though, it's just regular enemies, then collect the chest each time. Later on there's a chest just sort of sat there that you can collect. You get 2 dungeon attempts each day, so make sure you use these and try and do the harder dungeons when you can. This one is really easy though, as you can see. You probably need a team 300 to 400,000 BR for this. You don't need anything higher than that, I don't think. I've not tried the elite version, that's probably quite a lot harder. I may give that a go at some point, but the easy version is not a problem. I'm flying through this nice and quick. Now there's the chest I was talking about over there. Going to go ahead and get that. There we go. So we're not far off from completing this actually. You can use the keyboard as well. Easy method is to just hold in 1 on the keyboard. That speeds it up a little bit. I will try a harder dungeon with my guild later on. I want to try and get the next dungeon completed, or the elite version of this dungeon. But this is just to show you what the dungeons are like, basically. It also helps a lot to have it on ×2 speed, as I have it on right now. There we go. Get that chest. I think I'm near the end boss now. Yeah, there we go. I think this is the end boss, Medusa. So it didn't take too long on my own. With a team of 2, it was considerably slower, if I'm being honest. There we go. I believe that's it. Yeah, there we go. Party bonus 2,500. I'm not really sure what all that actually means or does, but there we go. And that's it. That's the dungeons. Multiplayer dungeon, raid feature, whatever you want to call it. Back out of here. So there is a daily quest for the raid dungeon. It's over here. Scroll down, there it is. I don't know why it didn't complete that for me. You just saw me do a raid dungeon. Even if I did another raid dungeon, that probably wouldn't complete. Had the same issue yesterday. I think that's a bug in the game. So let's move on to the guild changes. The main change is with the guild quests. We also have guild chests and guild rewards. I had a few guild rewards earlier. So the guild chest feature, most of this is kind of difficult to do without spending money, but you can do the complete raid with guild members and activity. You can also spend diamonds, even though you'll be limited for diamonds if you don't spend money on the game. The chest gives you, let's have a quick look, it gives you donation and guild badge. If you go onto the guild perks feature, this is where you can use your donation. I've already upgraded attack, as you can see. So the other feature of this is the guild quests. As you can see from this, you have to kill enemies that are dotted around the map. The elite enemies are really rare, so let's go ahead and kill a few enemies and try and get this nearer completion. So I'm going to go to the world map and select the 40 to 50 map. So it's just the enemies that are dotted around the map here you've got to defeat, basically. The problem is the elite enemies are very few and far between, and if an elite enemy appears, it normally gets picked off really quickly, so this might take me a bit of time. Oh no, it didn't. Wow, there's actually one there. Well, that's a good result. Let's go and defeat this anyway. Yeah, those elite enemies are hard to find, but I've actually managed to find one already, so that's good going. It shouldn't take me too long to defeat this. There we go, nice. So that's an elite enemy, and there should be a normal enemy as well here. There we go. That's pretty easy to find as well. So this is what you're looking for that quest. Normal and elite enemies. You just have to go around the map searching until you've completed this quest. It will take a bit of time, but that's to be expected. So now I'm going to try and get the activity up to try and get the chest up. So activity 90 out of 100. That should be pretty easy. That should actually be enough. There we go. Guild chests here. So I can claim that now, and that gives me 5 points towards the chest. Once that's at 120, I will be able to collect the donation and guild badge. Then in time, I will be able to upgrade the guild perks. So those are the main features of the update, hopefully both pretty straightforward. I like the multiplayer dungeon or raid feature, however, there needs to be a setting here for reject dungeon invites or auto reject. These invites keep on popping up and there's no way to reject them automatically. You have to press the little X each time. That's a bit annoying. Hopefully that will be fixed in a future update. Now the mining has an animation now. You can probably see that. That's pretty cool, even though it doesn't really serve any major purpose in the game. Just a small change that they've done. There's also supposed to be some sort of change in the trial dungeon, or abyss as it's called. I'm going to have a quick look at this. Auto pathing, so I guess that's the green circle that's around your character. It sort of shows you where the boss is. That's kind of cool actually. Again, it's a very small change, but it's something that was mentioned and worth showing, I think. So in Valhalla, you can now summon a lunar goddess, supposedly. I've not had one myself yet. So let's do a few summons like I'm doing now. Yeah, no lunar goddess. Is it in the soul shop? No, it's not yet. So I guess that's something new. Let's have a quick look, see if I can find it anywhere. Probably can't. It's something to unlock later on in the game, I believe, so I don't think I'll be worrying too much about that. The mount bug has been fixed. I don't know if you saw the mount bug, but occasionally it would have these weird Chinese symbols on the mount page and you couldn't upgrade anything. That's been fixed. And there's also a small change to the relics, I believe. They unlock a bit earlier than they did before, so that's pretty good for those new to the game. And I think that about covers all the features of this update. I hope that video was interesting. As always, if you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this video, please let me know in the comments and I will do my best to help. Subscribing to the channel is always appreciated if you have not already subscribed. Thank you to those that follow and have subscribed to this channel already. And thanks for watching.